Hello guys, Dr. Pinterest. This is so stupid. Hello guys, Dr. Pinterest there, and today I just wanted to give you my opinion about IS5 since I have recently finished Facing Souls 15, as well as cleared the run once with at least every squad. So I want to give my opinions on this game mode. Is it good? Is it not good? I know a lot of people have been wondering this. Is it better than IS4? Is it less good? And the first thing I want to clarify is that IS5 is different from IS4. The goal in IS4 is usually to meticulously prepare a run by getting the right operators at the right time or the right relics at the right time. So it's very much a preparation game, while in IS5 the goal is pretty much the opposite. The goal is to absolutely break the game, which is why I usually consider that floor 2 in IS5 is probably the hardest stage. It's because you haven't found a lot of relics yet, you haven't found a lot of operators yet, you haven't scaled a lot, and consequently you can't break the game immediately. Instead of saying one is better than the other, let's just say that IS4 is more catered toward people who want to carefully prepare a run, and IS5 is there for people who want to instantly have some wacky stuff happening. So it's pretty much like comparing two different roguelikes. For example, I would say IS4 is more akin to a roguelike that needs a lot of preparation like Slay the Spire, while IS5 is more akin to a roguelike where you can very easily do some insane looking stuff like Risk of Rain 2, for example. So now the debate is Slay the Spire better than Risk of Rain 2 or the opposite? I mean, it's a pretty useless debate, right? They are both pretty good and they don't necessarily have to compete. What I like the most about IS5 is that the meta is very different. There are a lot of operators I have picked in IS5 that I never thought I would ever pick again. For example, Utage, Flint, Toddyfons, this kind of stuff. I feel like the meta is not as strict as it was in IS4 because there's so many viable operators in 4 stars and 4 stars are free. 6 stars only costing 6 hope up until difficulty 15 is actually a blessing. I feel like Hypergriff not doing this many increased stats debuff with the higher facing soul levels was actually a very good move. They somehow managed to make a roguelike that has many difficulty levels without having to increase enemy stats a lot. So I think it's in a way very new player friendly too, because a lot of operators are viable. So if you have upgraded like this or that operator when you were starting out, you can probably use it in IS5 too, contrary to IS4 for example. Also, Tin Man being extremely powerful also helps. Of course, there are the usually extremely powerful operator no matter what, like Whistle, Ella, Nymph, this kind of stuff. But overall, I think there's so many ways to break the game that ultimately it doesn't matter that much. All the new systems like the Inspirer system, the Linger system, the Refresh system are all pretty good systems in my opinion. They have a huge influence on the player's decision. Now you don't feel like it's that much RNG based. You actually feel like you have a lot of control over what's happening in your run. For example, there's one encounter where you decide to pick the Talon or the other one, I don't remember the name, I feel has much more chance of appearing than other encounters. I usually encounter it as the first encounter or maybe the second at most, and this can shape the whole run in itself. Regarding relics, I would say it's pretty much the same thing as operators. I feel like there's a lot of ways to break the game. A lot of relics are extremely powerful, give a lot of attack bonus, attack speed bonus. There's much more ways to scale thanks to the relics that, for example, increase the attack depending on your thoughts. Now, the only question remaining is, what can they do for IS6? Is there a way for them to go even further than that? Because I feel like they have basically tried two types of roguelike genres, right? The genre where you have to carefully prepare and the genre where you have to absolutely demolish everything. In Slay the Spire, you usually start with something very basic, and then if you are extremely careful or get extremely lucky, then you can finally break the game, while in Risk of Rain 2, you're gonna break the game no matter what. So yeah, I really wonder how they are gonna improve on this game mode again, because I feel like IS5 is close to a perfect roguelike if you want my opinion. You start with basically nothing, you are rewarded for taking risks most of the time. You can break the game if you take the right decisions and or get extremely lucky. So yeah, this is exactly what I want from a roguelike, from someone who has played dozens of them. So this was my thoughts about IS5. Feel free to comment on what you think about this game mode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you like it more than IS4? Did you like it less? Do you think they'll do even better with IS6? And so on. So thank you for watching.